Hey everyone, I'm Angel, head of Rollout.
Hey everyone, I'm Harsha, the applied AI engineer and researcher.
Hey guys, Yoeven here, founder and CEO of JigsawStack. And today we want to show you guys the version 3 of JigsawStack and some of the pricing updates that we made. We know we've been getting a lot of feedback in pricing and we want to make it way more accessible for everyone to interact with the models that we build, make it easier, cheaper, faster. So we launched a blog that really breaks everything down for you as to what's coming up, how it's going to be changed, and what are the things that we are launching. We are also going to be deprecating a bunch of the models because we're going to be merging them into a single service, making it easier and faster to access them. Before we can dive into it, I just want to show you the way we break any model in JigsawStack down. And the three pillars that we follow and how we release a new service has to fall under one of these three things. Either it focuses on data extraction, some form of data transformation, and the last step is data validation. We realize when you're building infrastructure for AI, it's typically some form of data moving around. So things like extraction would include things like your scraper, your OCR, speech to text, basically pulling out unstructured formats of data into structured formats that you can use to pass an LLM or do some other work with it. Transformation allows you to convert one form of data to another. Translation is a good example of that. Validation is becoming more and more important today, especially in the world of AI, because we need to validate user inputs and how accurate the data is being passed. This is just a small graphic kind of showing you the pipeline of how each model that we build. What's unique about JigsawStack is that we take an approach of combining small models with the underlying infrastructure. So every model by itself is pretty useless, but when you combine it with the infrastructure that we built for this model, it allows it to empower that model 10x faster and perform a lot of the actions. And later, Harsha will be showing you some of the interesting use cases and how we actually use infrastructure to enhance the model. So in JigsawStack V3, just a quick summary of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be deprecating some of the models and merging it into one. So like we're going to have an AI scraper and a basic scraper. We're going to be combining that, for example. Another thing that we're going to be doing is moving all these search related APIs into a single API so that you have a global search API that can basically search for location data, for web data, for Wikipedia data, whatever, into a single service. We have some exciting model launches that I'm going to hand over to Harsha to talk about.
For a while now, we have been close testing the embedding model with our enterprise customers. And now this will be accessible to all our developers as well. This embedding model is special in its own self because most of the embedding models out there revolve around text used for tag applications. But with JigsawStack and our embedding model, which is a multi-model, can accept various forms of files. Currently, you can pass these modalities to our embedding model. The beauty of this is that we combine various encoders which are responsible for generating vector point representations for the other part of the AI in a transformer model that is of higher quality and is faster. Again, as Yoeven said, we enable this integration of various modalities of various encoders using our infrastructure so that you don't have to worry about it. Give us the file, let us give you the floating point vectors for your application of the embedding model. Here we have an image. Let's take a look at the image. So whenever an image is served or a file is served, based on the extension or the file type, a different model is picked upon and then acted upon. It's plug and play and it accepts a bunch of files. We're also excited to introduce image-to-image translation, which performs in-scene text translation. Given any image which contains text, our model can translate that to your language of liking. Let it be English, Hindi, or Chinese. This works language agnostic and writing system agnostic, meaning we do not depend on fonts or writing systems. This is robust because it enables you to translate any text quickly by overlaying text. The image-to-image translation model is a meticulously crafted workflow which takes the source image, understands the text which is overlaid by performing OCR, and then we translate that using our Translate API, and then overlay that using our in-house machine learning models. Let's take a look at that. One of the biggest bottlenecks with the existing image translations out there is they do not support many of the writing systems. Our image-to-image translation supports across 140 languages, which is far beyond what is supported out there. The famous providers like Google, Apple, etc., which also do something similar of overlaying text to translate text within an image, do not capture all the aspects of the image. When talking about such images, it could be handwriting, where it's difficult to understand handwriting, and it can also not work with some real life situations where it's difficult to read text or it's angled at a position where you're not able to see the text. JigsawStack solves that. As you can see, we have a really cool overlay and it's close to the original one. And with that, in V2, it would be a diffusion model, which we are working on right now. This would be an in-house trained model. Instead of overlaying text, we would use then diffusion to regenerate the text in the target language, hence giving you the essence of the original image with context-aware image diffusion. Apart from that, we are also training models in-house for better speaker diarization. Currently, the SOTA, which is Note for audio segmentation and diarization, is kind of slow, especially the fact given that it does not really support multiple languages. Again, this is an emphasis that we want to bring. We want to bring quality and variety and speed to the table, and that is what we want to do. With that said, we're also training such models which enable faster diarization across different languages. And that's not it. We're also going to be combining various computer vision models such as segment anything model or omniparser and any vision language model, which would enable you to edit an image or identify objects within an image at your convenience. This is going to be a beautiful integration of complex models to make it easy for you to understand or do image grounding or image alignment tasks. Apart from these models, we are also bringing some enhancements to our existing models for image generation and also improving our Python SDK for a better user experience.
Thanks, Harsha, for talking about the models and some of the updates that are coming to JigsawStack V3. On pricing, we've been getting a lot of feedback. One of the biggest feedback is that you don't have flexibility on the amount of usage that you input. So every time a user inputs even one character or 10 seconds of audio, you're charged the full price of one invocation, 0.05 cents. Now we move to token-based pricing. This allows you to dynamically control your usage by request. It means even if you pass in one character, you're only going to be charged for one character. If you pass in 10 characters, you'll only be charged for 10 characters. And when we made this shift, we saw that a lot of the prices significantly reduced. From things like our prediction API, where it was 36 times cheaper. Our web script went 2.6 times cheaper. And things are getting even cheaper as we scale. One great thing about this is that it allows us to keep pricing consistent across all models. So it's $1.40 for 1 million tokens. This still makes it consistent and easy for you to predict what you're going to be charged and how you can scale your products with a consistent pricing. This makes it cheaper, easier, and faster for you to build products. So Angel will be now talking to you about the rollout plan and how you can help us get there.
So when does this all come out? Our rollout date is set for April 11th. No action is required on your end. We really appreciate your feedback. The good, the bad, the ugly, we're here for you. We want to make sure that we can integrate any new features for V3 or V4, depending on what makes sense. We'd love to see what you're building. Ask us any questions. We're here for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.